Here's another case where accusations initially aimed at HYBE were based on misinformation spread by NewJeans slash Minijin slash Bunnies camp, using what turned out to be criminal actions by an obsessed individual, the so-called Sasaeng fan. And yeah, it was a case where a problem was weaponized in media narratives to attack HYBE. So on May 1st, 2025, there was an exclusive article released by 국민일보 titled Sasaeng fan in their 20s repeatedly broke into NewJeans dorm, stole items from unlocked residents. So let's quickly go through this scary looking article. A male it's a male Sasaeng fan. A male Sasaeng fan in his 20s has been indicted for repeatedly breaking into NewJeans' shared dorm and stealing personal items, according to prosecutors. On May 1st, the Seoul Western District Prosecutor's Office announced that it had indicted a man in his 20s, referred to as Mr. A, without detention on charges of trespassing and theft. On December 21st, 2024, Mr. A allegedly entered NewJeans' dorm in Yongsan, Seoul, and stole items such as clothes hangers and banners. Police found that Mr. A had actually entered the dorm on at least 2 previous occasions. On December 18th, 3 days before the theft, he reportedly discovered the door was unlocked and entered the premises. He returned again before finally stealing the items on the 21st of December. NewJeans had reportedly moved out of the dorm the month after terminating their contract with ADOR in November. What's especially disturbing is that just a few months before this incident, someone had made an online threat to attack NewJeans' dorm after revealing its location. In August, a post appeared on an online forum threatening a terror attack, specifically naming the dorm address. The anonymous poster also warned, "Next time, I'll find out the unit number too," raising further concern at the time. However, it has not been confirmed whether Mr. A was the same individual who made the threat. Now, it is a really, scary and creepy incident, but the point of the video that you're watching right now is not to generalize the thing and attack the NewJeans fandom saying, look what the fandom is doing, right? That's not the point. In fact, very unfortunately, Sasaeng is a criminal activity that exists in Kpop, and it exists regardless of fandoms and artists, which is very unfortunate and very worrisome. But the thing is, like I said in the very beginning, this whole case was twisted in a way by NewJeans fans in order to attack HYBE. So let's figure out what I mean by that. So on December 19th, 2024, YouTuber Lee Jin-ho did a live stream discussing NewJeans and whether they were still staying in the ADOR dorm, despite claiming that they have terminated their contract with ADOR, right? And during the live stream, someone suddenly appeared claiming to be a NewJeans Sasaeng fan. Like, he literally called himself a Sasaeng fan, aggressively insisting that the members were no longer living there. And he made a series of comments such as, they're not at HYBE dorm anymore, because I've broke into the dorm and saw it myself. The empty dorm, the door was open. If you give me your email address, I'll give you the receipt, the proof, photos. The door was unlocked. I'm a Sasaeng fan, and I've said that they moved out of the dorm. And he also said that I'm not interested in Minijin. I'm just angry that NewJeans is not being treated right at the company. They're not being listened to, and the trust relationship with the company is broken, so I don't want them to work there anymore. I'm gonna say this for the last time. The dorm or the building contracted under the name of ADOR is no longer resided by NewJeans because NewJeans left a few weeks ago. So, yeah, I mean, he even said that he would provide photo proof, acting like some kind of spokesperson, then disappeared. Now, this person, YouTube name was KYM0905, and his YouTube profile featured a Bunnies character, right? And the netizens, after checking their channel, found out that it turned out they had uploaded footage from a NewJeans fashion event before. So he was a real fan. Although, of course, whether a Sasaeng fan should be considered as a fan or not is up to debate. Also, he usually posted on NewJeans gallery things like, these are the clothes and shoes that Minji wanted to purchase or something. Now, the same day, a post titled Confession 고해성사 was uploaded to the NewJeans gallery with a photo of the NewJeans dorm, but then it was quickly deleted. The uploader used a known nickname and had previously posted similar content, indicating that he was a long-time fan, and it turned out to be the same user, KYM0905. And if you look at the photos closely, yeah, it's a NewJeans dorm and filmed at the nighttime. It's dark outside the window. Now, on January 14th, 2025, Chun Hyunghwa, a journalist from Ilgan Sports, known to be speaking for Minijin side and NewJeans side, published an article claiming that HYBE staff entered the NewJeans dorm wearing body cameras. So up until this point, it was just weird Sasaeng fan claiming that he broke into NewJeans dorm and shared the photos that he took, before quickly deleting them. But then a month later, on January 14th, a journalist very favorable to Minijin and NewJeans wrote this article saying that HYBE employee wore a body camera and then checked the NewJeans dorm. And following that, the dorm photos that had been uploaded and deleted from the NewJeans gallery back on December 19th suddenly resurfaced on other online communities, with people claiming that HYBE staff took the photo inside the NewJeans dorm and leaked it. Okay? And NewJeans fans began criticizing HYBE, calling them creepy and perverts. And here's an example. Look at the people saying it's normal for HYBE to take bodycam footage of the NewJeans dorm. If the company was just checking the place after the members moved out, they could have gone in during the day and taken pictures with the phone or whatever to document the condition of the place. But here's the issue. This photo was clearly taken very late at night or early dawn. There aren't even city lights visible outside, meaning they barged into the dorm in the dead of night. If this were a legitimate company action done with the clear purpose, they could have just done it during normal hours, but instead they suddenly broke in at night with the bodycam, took footage and uploaded it to gallery at 3 a.m. On top of that, NewJeans' schedule with ADOR hadn't officially ended, so they might have still been staying at the dorm. Do you honestly think what HYBE did was normal? Well, but as we have just figured out, this was in fact a Sasaeng fan in his 20s, not HYBE employee, who uploaded these photos onto the gallery. But of course, you know how the NewJeans fans reacted to this post back then, 3 months ago. And I have translated something like, what kind of person defends HYBE just like that? You had to be seriously out of your mind. People are actually defending this? If something like that happened at your house, would you just brush it off? If they were just checking for damage, a phone would have done the job. Wearing a bodycam, that's a real issue. Total psychos. There are actually people who think this is normal. Imagine your boss comes into your home after hours, opens your drawers, and films your place. How is that not disturbing? Even if it was just to check a rental, who goes to do that at 3 a.m. with the bodycam? If you're defending this, you have lost all senses. Creepy as hell. Seriously messed up. The only ones defending this are probably HYBE interns or paid trolls. No sane person would. Just the fact that they went at dawn to film is bizarre. Then they posted it on the gallery, and there are people defending HYBE. unbelievable. Wait, they really posted it on the gallery? That's actually true? I'm in shock. This country really defends illegal filming like it's no big deal. It's hilarious watching a few people desperately try to defend this thread. HYBE has way too many interns flooding every platform. It's why people dislike them more and more. How is this even remotely okay? If someone said an employee barged in with a body cam the same night that tenants moved out, there's no way that wouldn't blow up. They are insane. This feels like a crime. This is a crime. Even if HYBE owns the place, NewJeans were the actual residents. It wasn't during normal hours. If a family member did this, it would still be illegal. You're telling me this is okay? They're basically setting themselves up to lose a lawsuit. It's like they're sabotaging themselves on purpose. Well, and on and on and on. But I wonder how these, the very people who wrote comments like this felt after reading this article, that the photos were in fact filmed and uploaded by Sasaeng, and then he's now at a trial. In fact, they probably knew, because this very same guy claimed that himself as a Sasaeng, and they probably knew that he was the one who uploaded these photos on the gallery under the title Confession. But you know how they act, right? They will use whatever they could find to attack HYBE using some weird frames. Now, posts like this popped up everywhere throughout the internet communities, and interestingly, some tweets were written in a way that saying that it was HYBE male employee who broke into NewJeans dorm with a body camera, filmed the dorms, and then posted onto the NewJeans gallery. Because in this article that Chun Younghwa first wrote, there was no gender specified about the HYBE employee who checked on the NewJeans dorm. But then, all of a sudden, NewJeans fans gave a gender to the employee and said that, oh, how creepy is that? How scary is that? Now, even back then, there were some comments critically looking at the situation like this. Honestly, it seems more like they wore a body cam to avoid any misunderstandings. Didn't the members already move out and clear out their stuff? Think about it. If a tenant in a rented apartment says, I'm out, I've cleared everything, don't worry about the lease, the landlord would still want to check the place, right? Is that really shady or creepy behavior? Wearing a body cam in a place without CCTV probably felt like a precaution, just in case something happened and they got unfairly blamed later. That's literally why police officers wear body cams too, to protect themselves from false accusations or misunderstanding. And the comment above says a similar thing, saying that, if it's NewJeans after all, who claimed that they were being ridiculed by ILIB members and the manager, saying how Honey got ignored, and actually heard the phrase ignore her. But then, of course, according to CCTV footage revealed, ILIB members really respected Honey and bowed in a respectful way, and it was in fact Minijin who first coined the term ignore her and brainwashed Honey with it. So, once again, as revealed by the article released on May 1st, it was reported that the body cam photo, or I guess these photos were not filmed by a body cam, but instead mobile phones, I guess. These photos weren't leaked online by HYBE or HYBE employees. They were actually NewJeans Sasaeng who did it. So in the end, this turned out to be yet another example of Minijin / NewJeans / Bunnies camp using a distorted narrative to manipulate the media. So yeah, it's again honestly baffling how all this happened. And also, I have a question. How this reporter, Chun Younghwa from Ilgan Sports, managed to find out that a HYBE employee entered the dorm with a body cam. even if that were the case, just like the comments said right here, there's no confirmation. Sorry. Wearing a body cam in itself isn't inherently problematic, right? And there's no confirmation whether it was a male or female staff member. Plus, HYBE never leaked any photos. And once again, this same guy, Chun Young-hwa, is known for speaking on behalf of NewJeans and NewJeans, and wrote a lot of articles, dissing HYBE, even commenting on Bang Seok and Suga in some articles. So, the real issue is that the photos secretly taken at the NewJeans dorm were used in the media to accuse HYBE of illegally leaking images from NewJeans' private space. Okay, sorry, let me correct myself. It wasn't really the media, because the media said that in a very subtle way that HYBE employees wore body cams and checked on the NewJeans dorm. But then the NewJeans fans used those articles to accuse HYBE of illegally leaking images from NewJeans' private space, when in reality it was a Sasaeng fan who did it. So that twist makes the whole situation deeply ironic. So there you go. Let me know what you think about this issue. And as always, let's be careful about what kinds of language we use in our comments when we communicate. Let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. Thank you guys. Peace and love. Bye-bye.